Felipe just said that there are 7 new ones referring to creatures, but you won't be able to play with them until they think it's time. Following up by saying this, that isn't because we don't like you, but there are several forces avoiding it for now. Don't worry, all playables will be released as promised. And that is what I wanted to start on, because that means there's 7 creatures ready to go, which is interesting, or maybe they're just in the works and he's worded it terribly. Who knows? Today we're going through the dev blog, and it's quite a small dev blog. It won't be split into 2 videos. We're going to have it all in this video, and if you are new, feel free to subscribe. Timestamps obviously were on the screen, but let's dive right into the video. We got a bunch of update 6 comments in this dev blog, so let's just dive right into them. But firstly, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think update 6 will actually release this year? We have 1 month left to go, and it's going to be cut down to the wire. We don't even know if any stress testing has started for this update yet anyways. So, let's get into it. Firstly, diets, insects and migration received some minor additions while they are in the QA phase. The current focus is to ensure they are fun and balanced. Additionally, hardened fruits like coconuts will be able to fall from trees, and they'll be able to break open upon impact. Speaking of update 6, we have some stuff to talk about regarding gore as well. All dinosaurs will have a spinal column, ribs, and bits of meat that are attached to the bones that you could never quite pick off from them. Stegosaurus is shown here as an example of this. As you can see, the skeleton of the stego looks pretty neat. It goes from just the start of the spine to the very end, and then of course includes the ribs and all that jazz. Brian also mentioned that it looks so cool without the plates, which could indicate maybe you're able to take the plates off of the corpse. Who knows? That's not really confirmed, so we can't really say it is. However, it's an interesting theory nevertheless. It's a nice idea. There are also gore morphs. If you chew on a corpse, you'll notice it gets eaten away and gets smaller over time, and bits of it get taken off of it. This goes all the way down to the bones in the body. Apparently you can even pluck the eyes out of the dinosaur's dead body, which is quite disgusting. However, now I cannot wait to see that. Regarding sound design, Wedge actually shared a lot of stuff regarding what he's been working on throughout November for sound design. So firstly, we've got Beipi, and essentially he's continued the progress on Beipi with its vocal sounds, including more supplementary sounds like vomit and death vocals, as well as work on some sounds for the juvenile stage, including its underwater vocals and some of its attack. He's also worked on human sounds as well. Basic sounds for humans have been made throughout November. This includes creating new footstep sounds, enhancing on the current placeholders of footstep sounds. There are also basic sounds for combat like punch and kick movements, which confirm humans will be able to kick and punch things as well. Also, close combat weapon swing sounds have been worked on, which indicates there are some weapons that will involve close combat like knives, crowbars and stuff like that. There are also breathing sounds which are being made for multiple different stages: resting, moderate breathing, movement, fatigue, injury and stamina depletion. There are also some gore sounds as well, which is quite interesting. These are essentially sounds that will go alongside biting, chewing, gorging, tearing and ripping. Finally, let's talk a little bit about Troodon, because it's had a little bit of work as well through its sound design. This mainly is improvements for its bite vocal and sniffing sounds. There are also new designed vocals to complement the venom mechanic, with a unique vocal for each increasing in intensity, to signal each stage of the envenomation process, which is very interesting. The dinosaur, or the venom itself, will probably get worse and worse as it goes on, and the dinosaur will let out more worrying calls as it gets worse and worse as time goes on. And that's that for sound design. So let's get into the final part and talk about the human stuff. Right, the biggest part of this dev blog is human related, which is quite interesting because it's a dinosaur game. However, this is more stuff to showcase the human side of things for the game and its progress so far, so let's get into it. Firstly, we have the portable generator. This was something we have seen before, and I'm just going to gloss over it really quickly. This will be used by the humans to restore bases, or help restore bases, which indicates that they'll be used to, like, use the power or turn on the power, rebuild bases, stuff like that. However, it will need fuel to power it, so do remember that. Next up, we've got the spotlight, which is something new and we haven't seen before, and it looks quite nice. This has a vintage flair to it, so the devs say, and of course, it's the spotlight, and it can be used to light up the island for the humans in the future. A beautifully crafted item, very well made, and I really like the detail on it. From the looks of it, it will have 3 legs, like a tripod in a sense. However, it also looks like it could be movable because it looks like it can be packed down and then maybe you could relocate it. However, we don't know that for sure. We don't have any confirmation of that, so don't obviously say that. That's just a theory in that sense. We also have the searchlight, which is something I've shown in a previous video as well. Here it is once again. The new thing here is the devs do say it can be movable, so that's confirmed, and that's a confirmed prediction of mine from my last video as well. And if you haven't checked that video out, I recommend you do. Next up, we have a human item. This is the crowbar. This looks like something that will have 2 purposes: prying things open and beating the shit out of dinosaurs and humans. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And however, I don't expect you all to go and bonk a Dinosaurus with it, because we know damn well that will not end well at all. And finally, we have the cage. Now, the devs say that the cages will have 5 different size iterations, which indicates they'll be able to store 5 different sizes of things, from small to big, which indicates these could be used to capture dinosaurs and hold them hostage, or pesky humans that are trying to break free and run away from the island or sabotage the other humans, who knows. They'll be able to be kept in the cage. And that's that for the human items. Let me know your thoughts about them in the comments down below. Sadly, that's the full dev blog pretty much. Now, I did leave out the Monolophosaurus concept art. However, I talked about that in a previous video and went over that in a previous video. Yeah, this is quite a small dev blog, which indicates that maybe the devs are fully focusing on update 6, although they haven't mentioned anything about update 6. There's even no mention of video editing like Caesar's stuff. That hasn't been mentioned in a while, so who knows what's going on. Maybe we'll get update 6 as a surprise. We'll have to wait and see. Anyways, guys, when do you think update 6 will release, and what do you think those 7 creatures or completed dinosaurs or creatures are, and when do you think they will arrive in the game? Let me know your thoughts. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about all this news in the comments down below. And of course, sadly, it's not going to be split into 2 this time as per usual, so there won't be another The Owl video until more news drops, which hopefully is soon. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day, and I do apologize for sounding ill. I'm a little bit ill. But other than that, peace.